Hi, this is a walkthrough for the CM Portal website, which is a data-driven resource that allows you to use data mining findings to help you benchmark cardiomyocytes differentiated from human-induced pluripotent stem cells. So the website allows you to access our studies findings and benchmark protocols and compare the experimental data that arise from them. So first of all, we have the database viewer, which contains 300 protocols from the original UWOT dataset. We have standardized terminologies, added in 22 extra studies, and new columns such as deduced cultural strategy. We have sorted the features, the protocol features, into a few categories. These include the protocol variables, analysis method, cell profile, study characteristics like which journal the paper was published in, and measured endpoints such as maturity indicators. You can use these buttons here to toggle the columns you want. Then you can install the dataset which contains the protocols you want. An example would be a search by the enrichments for top contractility, such as DMEM, BJ1 cell line, and that will help you retrieve exactly one protocol that is in the database. You could install the dataset if there are multiple of them and send it around to your collaborators. So the term protocol features refers to any characteristic of a protocol, including its design and where it's published. We have analyzed these features to find significant relationships between a feature and a target outcome, such as contractility. We do this using data mining. A quick example would be the use of a Wnt inhibitor. Since it has different concentrations, we use this model where it allows bidirectional effects, where as long as the feature is able to partition protocols effectively, it will have a higher score. We further do some permutation analysis to confirm that there's a true association relationship between the feature and the outcome. Now, in this enrichment browser, these are the features with a significant relationship. For example, you can select Q1 contractility, and in the database down here, you will be able to see the features such as BJ1 that is significantly associated with the contractility. In the variable search tab, there are two different modes. This allows you to retrieve protocols that you're interested in. In the database viewer, I search directly by typing in DMEM and BJ1. The other way to do this is to go for normal mode, select protocol variable, and search for DMEM. Here, I'm going to select a random one, a backbone media for the stem cells, and go for cell profile, select BJ1, and I'll click for search protocol, which will give me the same study. The other way to do this is to use enrichment mode, which is built on the enrichments that we have identified. This allows you to search protocols in an unsupervised manner, meaning that you could search for Q1 protocols by selecting contractility force Q1, and the outcome of this is that you can get protocols that do not necessarily reported Q1 contractility. I could also toggle the enrichment categories, such as I'm more confident knowing that protocol variables, analysis method, and cell profile are more likely causal factors of a maturity outcome compared to where a protocol was published. So using these filters, I can then search for protocols that report or may not report for Q1 contractility. The third mode allows you to combine the normal mode and the enrichment mode. Then you could search for Q1 contractility protocols using an unsupervised approach, but still be able to filter for such as the BJ1 cell line that you're interested in. The last tab allows you to benchmark protocols. You can do this by filling out a protocol PDF file. You can select features that you are using in your protocol. So you would upload your protocol file, and then your experimental data, which the file looks like this. You need to fill in your protocol name and the experimental data that you have got. You can just fill in the measurements that you have. And then you select your protocol purpose. For example, if you're trying to aim for higher contractility, you could also select protocols that you're interested in. Here, we will go back to the database viewer and look at the study that we pulled out earlier that was published in Circulation. So we'll go to the very start and look at protocol ID and identify it that it is 250. We can go back to the benchmarking tab, search for 250, as well as a couple random ones. You click benchmark protocol, which will bring you to this radar plot where you could scroll through protocols to compare your uploaded protocol against the ones that are published already. You could also compare it against the protocol purpose. So yeah, I hope this is helpful.